Joining us to discuss, Dr. Sona Kazemi, assistant professor at the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse. Dr. Kazemi, this report says that Pezeshkian believes the government has been pushed out of major decision-making by hardline IRGC commanders. Now, even though Pezeshkian might be denying this report, what decisions might we be talking about? Are these nuclear talks, military strategy, a little bit of everything? What should we be looking at?
Yeah, thanks for having me. I think it's all of the above, like you said. And I wouldn't even say that it is something new that we see under the Islamic Republic. So from the beginning of the foundation of the Islamic Republic in 1979, the first president that came to power was Abul Hassan Bani Saad, who was impeached and then had to flee the country. After that, we have Rajai, who was actually assassinated pretty quickly, so he doesn't count. And then after that, we have Rafsanjani, who became alienated and estranged and later drowned in a pool. And then after we have Khatami, who has been estranged and alienated and cannot even have his picture shown on the TV. And the list goes on and on until we get to Ahmadinejad, and then Pezeshkian Raisi was killed. So none of the presidents under the Islamic Republic have had a lot of power to make any changes. And in fact, they have been estranged and alienated. There has been a lot of restrictions on their power. And that is why we see this happening now that Khamenei is gone. We still see this happening because the Islamic Republic has become increasingly militarized, and the backbone of power is in the hands of the IRGC, guys with guns, whose survival strategy is an ideological animosity towards the U.S. and the West and Israel. So I am not surprised that we see this happen. I wouldn't say that Pezeshkian is necessarily in opposition, if you will, but I think that he is probably crying for attention, or this is just another hard to get play by him, trying to say that, I need to have more power if you want me to be in power. And I don't really think that he is distancing himself from the Islamic Republic. It's more of a grievance than dissent.
And when it comes to Supreme Leader Mojtaba Khamenei, then, does he still have the final say, even over the military, even over the IRGC?
Well, we don't even know if he's alive, to be honest. I mean, there has been a lot of reports that he has become disfigured because he was in the bunker or in the Beit Rahbari, or the house of the Khamenei, where his wife and family and everyone else was killed. We don't even know if he's alive, but whether or not he's alive, we know that the IRGC or the militarized factions of the Iranian state is in power, and their survival depends on their animosity to the West and to freedom and Israel and everything that we know. So I think they control the negotiations, and as we see, Vahidi is definitely controlling the negotiations more than anyone else. If Mojtaba Khamenei is there, I believe that he would be even more hardliner than his father. We have known this since 2009, post-election war, when Ahmadinejad got to power. We know his viewpoint, even though we don't know that he may be alive, but we know what his perspective will be. So the IRGC and him depend on each other for a mutual survival because he's not popular, he doesn't have charisma. He needs the IRGC to back him, and the IRGC needs him to grant them legitimacy from the religious standpoint. So I would say definitely IRGC is controlling everything, and they don't want a deal with the United States or the West, because wanting the deal or normalizing relationships with the West is the opposite of their survival ideology.
Dr. Sona Kazemi, a very interesting breakdown of what is happening and who's calling the shots inside Iran. Thanks for being with us on I-24 News to discuss.